Welcome back, everyone, and today I'm going to be doing DragonSheep's hybrid challenge. If you don't know DragonSheep, I will post the link in the description, but she basically does animations and Wings of Fire content. So what her hybrid challenge is you put all the dragon tribes into a random number generator. For example, I did Sandwing as 1, Mudwing as 2, and so on. And then you generate it 2 times for every dragon you're doing. I decided to do 3 dragons, so I generated 6 numbers. The first 2 were going to be my first dragon, which is a Nightwing Seawing. Then my second 2 are my second dragon, and then my last 2 are my third dragon. So here first I'm going to be doing a Nightwing Seawing. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and let's get back into the video. So I have seen a lot of designs for Nightwing Seawing. I think it's because their colors complement each other so well. So for her, I decided to do like a pretty basic Nightwing base. If you didn't know, Nightwings are based off of Komodo dragons, so their back drifts down, and so their back legs are a lot shorter than their front legs. So I decided to make her body somewhat like that. She does have webbed talons, although you can't see it in my drawing because I don't like drawing webbed talons. And then she also has the webbed spines going from her head down to about halfway between her back and her tail, where they shift to individual spines, more like in Nightwings. I also gave her like some glowy scales, but I set them to black because to reflect the Nightwing in her. I gave her mind reading because I like mind reading. I also gave her the chest spines of a Seawing, the chinny tendrils. I'm going off of some other people who call them chinny tendrils because love it. And then I also gave her green eyes, a light blue, a lot of light blue sprinkled around like on her wings, her spines, her chest spine things, whatever those are called. Then I gave her a lot of black scales too. I made the underside of her wings black, and also her glowy scales are in black, as you can see. I really did like her. I really did like how she turned out. I loved all the glowing. I liked the glowing around her eyes that I did, and then the glowing under her wings, the silver star. Oh my goodness, I can't English. The silver star scales. Okay, but I made them in a light blue to add to her Seawing. So one thing you might not know about hybrids is that generally they take their mother's tribe as their more dominant tribe. For example, in Darkstalker's circumstance, we have Foe Slayers and Nightwing, so Darkstalker is almost completely Nightwing. Sunny's mother, Thorn, is a Sandwing, so she's pretty much completely Sandwing. So I decided to make her pretty Seawing, so her mother's a Seawing. Okay, so that was the first one. Now the second one, I got a Sandwing Rainwing, and I will say if I was going to redo any of these, I would definitely redo this one, because he's not very much Rainwing. He's almost completely Sandwing, except for a few little parts that I will get to in a minute. I have not seen that many Sandwing Rainwing hybrids out there. I did check, but I didn't see too many. But the ones I did see usually gave the Sandwing head with the Rainwing body, wings, and tail, which I didn't really like, so I decided to add my own part of it. I gave him a Sandwing dominant, so I'm assuming his mother is a Sandwing. I say assuming because I don't know anything about these guys. All I did is draw them. You guys may think of backstories as you want. So Sandwing dominant with a tail barb, yellowy, orange, and black scales. And then also his spines are individual instead of a frill like a Sandwing, so that's part of his Rainwing. And then the black I'm saying is Rainwing. I do know that a lot of Sandwings have black on them, but I'm making it as those are color changing. They just have a resting form of black, and he keeps them in black so that they don't stand out too much. And then he also has black under his wings. I do like how this turned out. I just would have changed it to make it a bit more Rainwing, probably given him a ruff, like the ruff behind the ears. And yeah, so I also gave him like the Rainwing eye base, but I made his spiky because I wanted to. I also made the spines on his head kind of look like some of those dinosaur frills. You know what, like the ones that, what's it called? Corinthosaurus, something like that. They have like the spiny frill on their heads that starts off small, then gets taller, and then shrinks again. I did that because I thought it looked really good for him. I feel like he grew up in the scorpion den and is quite rebellious. Doesn't listen to his teachers, but does listen to his parents. Or his mother, I think. I don't think a Sandwing would like him in the scorpion den. So that's as much backstory as I could think up. You guys think up your own backstories. I made his line art a darker version of his underbelly and tail barb, and I do like how he turned out altogether. I do just think I would change some things. So my third one was a Leafwing Silkwing, and I will say this is definitely my favorite of the three. So my base was a rather Leafwing base with just a hint of Silkwing legs. I decided to make her like maybe she's descended from Queen Monarch or something. I wanted to make her like not knowing that she's royal, but maybe feeling it inside her that she's royalty. So her legs and her position is like one leg slightly raised as like a princess might, I've seen a lot of people draw Blaze with one leg raised a bit. I gave her long, thin horns, antennae, and then her wings are probably one of my favorite parts of it. I did two Leafwings, and then I gave her the smaller Silkwing wings too. So she has 4 wings, but half of them are Leafwings and the other half are Silkwing wings. Okay. So I kind of imagine her as looking the way Sundew would have when she was disguising herself as a Silkwing, with like the smaller wings kind of glued to her side. The one thing I will have changed on her is making it so that the wings didn't look quite as though they were glued on, making them look a bit more realistic. But I really do like how she turned out. I love the leaf tip tail, the individual spines, not the webbed spines, because I thought that just better suited her personality. The individual spines, her tail curving just slightly, and then my favorite part of leaf wings, those individual decorative scales that Sundew has in gold, Belladonna has in brown, Willow has in dark green, all that. Then I made sure to do the detail work on the leaf wings. Not too much because I didn't really want to take away from the rest of her, but I do like how it turned out. I gave her like minty green colors with darker greens, and then pastel pinks. I actually took her design a bit off of Pebble Does Art, which I will link in the description. Her Encanto to Wings of Fire Dragons. She did Isabella as a Leafwing because duh. But she did Isabella in completely pastel colors, no green, but like this bright pink, and then like blues and purples. So that's kind of how I took it off. So my first one is a female Nightwing Saywing named Twilight, and I really do think she might be my second favorite. Okay, and then my second one was a male Sandwing Rainwing named Hieroglyph because like the black and the yellow and the sand. I do like how that one turned out. And then my third one is Milkweed. She's a female Leafwing Silkwing. And yeah, so please like and subscribe, and I will come back with more Wings of Fire content later. Thank you. Goodbye.